Amazon says they delivered, so man hides camera. Wheels skidded, dirt flew, and a loud crash could be heard all the way down the block. He stood there, arms crossed, and a huge smile on his face. They thought they were so clever. Let's see just how smart they were when talking to the cops. Between this final event and his footage, there was no way they would get away with it anymore. Richard Kaplan of Minnesota had it all planned out. He wasn't just a penny pincher, he was a saver extraordinaire. Between Black Friday and other major sales, he would have all gifts ready for the entire year. He was also happy to share his tips and tricks with curious friends and neighbors. There was, however, one thing he didn't plan on. All of his packages were scheduled to arrive by the end of the month. Wrapping would take a couple of days, and then the gifts would sit in the closet until his phone beeped with a reminder of whatever special event was coming. But when the first item was due to arrive, his porch sat empty. He called the customer service line and ranted about the mistake, but they insisted the item had been delivered. Richard checked his spreadsheet. It was a birthday gift for his 5-year-old daughter for next month, a Lego set she had been in love with. This was unacceptable. But things were just getting started. This didn't just happen once, the next 3 deliveries never made it to his front door. What made things worse was the service agent started to give him the runaround over the phone. One missing box could be explained, but several ended up feeling like a scam in their minds. Richard stomped down the street, steam whistling out his ears. His neighbors, however, didn't share his anger because no one had been having any problems. This wasn't just a computer error, he was being targeted. It was time to take action. He had to get to the bottom of this. Every part of him hated that he had to spend the extra money, but after a week of missing gifts, he couldn't take it any longer. Richard came home with a new camera system from his front door. He was going to catch the thief himself. He had also decided to be extra sneaky. He wasn't going to install it during the day. He would wait until late evening, so no one would know it was up. The new app ran on his phone, giving him updates on whoever pressed the doorbell or even approached the door. It wouldn't be long now. The Minnesota dad wondered who the culprit was. Were they destitute and desperate? Or was it just someone causing trouble? He imagined all kinds of faces and situations. However, only a couple of days later, when an anniversary gift for his wife was due to arrive, his phone beeped. Richard pulled out his phone to see the livestream that was taking place just outside the house. Someone dressed in dark colors and a pull-down hoodie strolled up to his porch, grabbed a box, and then made for the running car in the driveway. The dad ran to the door. He leaped out, pointing a finger and yelling accusations. The culprit hesitated in a moment of shock, then ran for the car. This was actually happening. Richard was already dialing 911 and yelling that it was too late for the guy. Fate, however, decided to take action of its own. And it would be wonderful. The winter season had left a coat of slush and ice along the street. And, as the thief tried to back up quickly, the car was launched onto a mound of snow. It was now stuck. Richard felt the adrenaline course as he opened the door and pulled back the man's hood. Sirens wailed as a cruiser arrived. Dirt and snow flew everywhere as the tires helplessly spun. There he stood face to face with his next-door neighbor. The pot-bellied accountant had been so interested in Richard's thrifty tricks, but he had just assumed it was because of the man's job. It turned out the local bandit had his own plans. He wasn't interested in coupon codes or free delivery at all. He just wanted to take advantage of free friendly information. Richard felt his hands balls into angry fists. But the last thing he wanted was to spend time in a jail cell with the very man that had targeted his family. Instead, he stood back. He watched with a satisfied smile as the accountant was put into cuffs. Things got so much sweeter as the other neighbors came out to see what was going on. The truth was out. Richard had not only saved his own deliveries, but probably many others as well. It was the best ending he could have hoped for.